The Rainy City. Part 1. The Rainy City. It was a gray morning. The sky was full of dark clouds, and rain was falling on the streets of the city. People walked quickly, holding umbrellas. Cars made small rivers as they moved through the wet roads. Dot in a small apartment. Anna looked out of her window. She liked rainy days, but today felt different. The rain was heavier, and the air seemed colder. The city seemed quiet. Too quiet. Anna worked in a small bookstore downtown. She put on her coat and took her umbrella. As she walked to the bus stop, she saw a strange man standing in the rain without an umbrella. His clothes were old and black. His hat covered most of his face. He didn't move. He just stood there, looking at the street. When Anna passed him, she felt cold, like ice touched her skin. She looked back, but the man was gone. Only the rain was there, falling harder now. On the bus, Anna thought about him. Who was he? Why did I feel so strange? She wondered. She tried to forget, but something in her mind kept whispering. You saw him for a reason. At the bookstore, things felt normal at first. But then the lights flickered. The doorbell rang, but no one came in. Anna looked out the window and saw him again. The same man. This time, he was closer. His face was still hidden. The rain outside became louder, like it wanted to tell her something. Anna felt a chill. She locked the door, but she didn't feel safe. Part 2. The whispering rain. Anna stepped back from the window. Her heart beat faster. She told herself it was only her imagination, but the man was still there. Standing in the heavy rain. She turned on the radio to break the silence. A soft voice spoke from the speaker. Stay inside. The rain is not normal today. Stay inside. Anna froze. She had never heard a warning like that before. The voice continued, if you see him, do not speak. Do not open the door. She turned off the radio quickly. What is happening? She thought. Her hands were cold. She tried to call her friend, but her phone had no signal. Then she heard a knock on the door. Soft, slow. Anna, a voice whispered. It was deep and strange, like wind through a tunnel. She didn't answer. She moved to the back of the shop, trying to hide, but the knocking came again. Louder this time. Anna, open the door. I won't hurt you. The rain outside hit the windows harder. The sound was like thousands of fingers tapping on glass. Anna covered her ears. Suddenly the lights went out. The shop was dark, except for the little light from the street. She saw a shadow move past the window. The man was walking around the shop. Slow and calm, Anna remembered the radio's words, do not speak. Do not open the door, but then she heard her mother's voice outside. Anna, it's me. Let me in. Dear. Anna's heart broke. Her mother was far away in another city. How could she be here now? Part 3. The man in the rain. Anna's hands shook. She stepped closer to the door. Mom? She called out softly. Yes, Anna, it's me. Open the door. I'm cold and wet, the voice said. Anna's heart told her it was her mother, but her mind screamed no. Her mother could not be here. Not in this rain. Not now. Say something only my mother knows, Anna said, her voice shaking. The voice outside paused. Then it said, when you were little, you had a red teddy bear. You named him Mr. Buttons. Anna gasped. That was true. No one else knew about Mr. Buttons. Her hand moved toward the lock, but just as her fingers touched it, she heard a whisper from behind her. Do not open it. That is not your mother. Anna turned quickly. No one was there. The whisper came again, closer this time. He is outside. He knows your fears. He uses them to call you. Anna backed away from the door. Go away, she shouted. The voice outside changed. It became deep, cold, and full of anger. You cannot hide from me, Anna. I know where you are. I know who you are. The door shook as if something pushed it. The lights flickered again. The rain hit the windows so hard they almost broke. Anna ran to the back of the shop. There was a small door leading to the basement. She opened it and went down the stairs. It was dark and smelled of old books and dust. She found a candle and lit it. The whisper came again, now inside the shop above her. You cannot run. I am already here. Anna covered her mouth to stop a scream. The footsteps were slow, heavy, moving on the floor above her. Part 4. The basement secret. Anna stayed very still in the cold basement. Her candle shook in her hand, making shadows dance on the walls. Above her the footsteps stopped. Silence filled the air. Then she heard a soft drip, drip, drip from the corner of the room. She turned her head. Water was running down the wall, but it wasn't clear like rainwater. It was black and thick. The whisper came again, this time from the darkness behind her. Anna, you cannot escape the rain. She spun around and saw two glowing eyes in the shadows. They were not human. Annie backed up until her hand touched a wooden shelf. A small old book fell to the floor. She picked it up quickly and saw strange symbols on the cover. It was written in a language she couldn't understand, but one word stood out. It was her name, Anna. She opened the book. Inside was a drawing of the same man in black. His face was still hidden by the hat. Under the picture, it said, "The Watcher in the rain. He comes for those who listen to his call. Do not answer, do not follow, do not believe." Anna's eyes grew wide. She understood now. This thing was not a man. It was something older, something evil. She read more and found a line. To send him away. You must speak his name, but the book didn't. Say what his name was. The whisper came again, louder this time. Anna, I will wait forever if I must. Anna closed her eyes and tried to remember. She thought of the old radio message. The rain is not normal today. Stay inside. Was there a clue in the voice? Suddenly the footsteps started again. This time they were coming down the basement stairs. Anna's candle flickered. She took a deep breath. I have to find his name, she whispered to herself. Part 5. The Name in the Rain. The footsteps grew louder on the stairs. Anna held the book tight to her chest. The candlelight trembled as the air grew colder. Then she saw a shadow on the wall, thin, wearing a wide hat. Anna, the voice called again. Say my name and I will leave. Do you remember it? Anna's mind raced. She didn't know his name, but she remembered something strange. When the radio spoke, there was a sound like whispering rain in the background. Could it have been a word? She closed her eyes and listened carefully to the rain outside. In the steady sound of drops, She thought she heard faint syllables, more Dryas that it. She whispered, Mordris? The shadow froze. The air felt heavier. Do not speak that name. The voice roared. Anna's heart jumped. She had found it. She stood tall and shouted Mordris. I know you. Leave this place. The man screamed, a terrible sound that shook the walls. The candle went out, and Anna felt the air rush past her like a strong wind. Suddenly, everything was quiet. The footsteps stopped. The air became warm again. Anna lit her candle once more. The basement was empty. The black water was gone. The book in her hands turned to dust. She went upstairs slowly. The shop looked normal. The rain outside had stopped. Sunshine broke through the clouds, and the streets were calm. Anna stepped outside and took a deep breath. The city smelled fresh, like the storm had never happened. But she knew the truth. Somewhere in the quiet places of the world, Mordris was still watching. He would wait for the next rainy day, and Anna would never forget the whisper in the rain.